Massive monuments and mysterious structures found all around the world. Who made them and why? If you haven't already, click that subscribe button to become part of the DTR family and that little bell icon so that you are notified when we post new videos. Number 12. The Stone of the Pregnant Woman. The Stone of the Pregnant Woman, or the Stone of the South as it is also known, is a Roman monolith in Baalbek, Lebanon. Together with another stone block located nearby, it is among the largest monoliths to have been quarried. The two blocks were presumably for the Roman temple complex located nearby. The mysterious name for the stone has several theories. One, that a pregnant woman claimed she knew how to move the stone and would supply the information in exchange for feeding her until her baby was born. Others claim pregnant women were used in the process of cutting and moving the stone. Another theory was that any woman that touched the stone would soon be expecting a child. The stone remains in an ancient quarry 900 meters from the temple complex. In 1996, a team from the Austrian city of Linz took measurements and established that the stones each weighed in excess of 1,000 tons. The Romans did not have the technology to move or install the stones. To give a comparison, the largest stones known to have been moved before then, the pyramids at Giza, weighed 90 tons. There is a third stone block also still at the quarry that is an estimated 1,650 tons, the largest stone carved by human hands. 11. The Georgia Guidestones. In northeastern Georgia in the USA, on a barren knoll stands a bizarre and mysterious monument. This monument is not an ancient structure and consists of 5 slabs of granite 16 feet tall with inscriptions in 8 languages. It was constructed in 1980 and is orientated to track the sun with holes to locate the North Star. The Georgia Guidestones were commissioned by an anonymous group, and it remains a mystery who ordered the construction of this modern monument. 10. CARNAC, France. Located on the shores of the Gulf of the Morbihan in the Brittany region of France, CARNAC is home to over 3,000 standing stones or miners that have stood since the Neolithic period. Archaeologists are uncertain as to the reason for the stones, but the sight of them is compelling. The miners are arranged in 4 groups and spread in rows across 4 kilometers. The tallest stones are at the western end and become shorter as the rows progress eastwards. It is the world's largest collection of miners. Miners are found in Europe, Asia, and Africa. They are mostly found in Ireland, Great Britain, and Brittany, France, with more than 50,000 sites known. Some miners are erected next to buildings, particularly early religious buildings. The South Zeal Manor in Devon, England was later used as a 12th century monastery. The monastery was later converted into the Oxenham Arms Hotel in South Zeal. The standing stone can be seen in the hotel's ancient snug bar. Number 9. Stonehenge. Stonehenge, situated in the countryside north of the city of Salisbury in Wiltshire, England, is surrounded by hundreds of burial mounds, and the stones erected here were transported hundreds of miles from their source. The earthen ditch surrounding the monument dates from at least 3100 BC, and the stones were erected sometime between 2500 BC and 2200 BC, although some theorists disagree with these dates. There are multiple theories as to the original purpose of the site, from astronomical, spiritual, ancestor worship, and as a place of healing. 8. Easter Island. The 80-ton stone heads found on the treeless island in the Pacific are locally known as moai and are believed to represent tribal ancestors. Each stone was quarried on the island and moved to the location. They all face inland. During tribal conflicts, they were tipped onto their faces. The theory that the islanders used tree logs to transport the rocks could mean that this resource was overutilized, as the island was treeless when the first Europeans arrived here. 7. GOBEKLLTEPE, Turkey. This mysterious monument in southeastern Turkey is believed to have been constructed over 11,000 years ago, meaning it predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years. It is a huge site with pillars up to 5 meters tall and carved with animal shapes and weighing 10 tons. There are stone circles over 20 meters in diameter, with another 16 stone circles being detected underground by radar and geomagnetic surveys. Why the site was buried is another mystery yet to be discovered. Archaeologists at the site predict it will take another 50 years to fully excavate what is buried here. What is known about this site is that it predates agriculture by at least 500 years and writing by 6,000. The first archaeologists on the site originally dismissed it as a cemetery and of little interest. How wrong they were. Number 6. Dolmens in North Caucasus, Russia. The small stone houses known as dolmens are made of large, flat stones and can be located across the mountains of this region of Russia. Each stone weighs several tons, and each fits so precisely that even a knife blade will not fit between them. The structures are believed to be over 5,000 years old, and similar structures can be found in other regions of the world. Number 5. Bolshoi Zayatsky Island Stone Labyrinths, Russia. The Solovetsky Islands in Russia hold several ancient spiral-shaped stone labyrinths known locally as Babylons. The entry and exit points are the same, so if you follow the same path of stone boulders, you will eventually come back to your start point. There are different theories as to what they were used for. One is that they were fishing traps, while another believes they had a spiritual use. Number 4. Stone spheres of Costa Rica. The origins of these prehistoric stone spheres are unknown, and when first discovered, workers wanted to break them open, hoping they would find gold or some treasure inside. They can now be found in city squares across the Central American country as tourist attractions. It has been so far impossible to date these stone spheres. 3. Nartiang monoliths in Meghalaya. The Nartiang monoliths in Meghalaya are locally believed to be the world's tallest monoliths. Situated in India's Jantia Hills, the monoliths in Jawai were erected to honor the reign of Jantia kings. The tallest monolith in the cluster, Mulong Siem, is 8 meters in length. The monoliths were all erected during the period from 1500 AD to 1835 AD. 2. AVEBURY stone circles. A stone circle is a circle of standing stones which are commonly found across Northern Europe and especially Great Britain and Ireland. They usually date from the late Neolithic or early Bronze Ages. There are 3 stone circles at Avebury in Wiltshire, England, and is one of the best-known prehistoric sites in Britain. It contains the world's largest megalithic stone circle. It remains a popular tourist attraction as well as having religious importance to pagans. The monument comprises of a large henge, a ditch and bank, a large outer circle, and 2 separate, smaller inner circles. Number 1. Asuka Nara and the Rock Ship of Masuda. The village of Asuka in the Nara Prefecture in Japan is an area with an ancient history dating back to at least 250 to 552 AD. It is mostly known for a particular type of burial mound of shaped earthen mounds that are surrounded by moats. Another feature of the area are the large-sized granite stones that have been carved into peculiar shapes across the region. The largest of these carved stones is Masuda no Iwafune, the rock ship of Masuda. The stone, which is located close to the top of the hill in Asuka, is 11 meters in length, 8 meters wide, and 4.7 meters high. It is believed to weigh 800 tons. The top is completely flat with 2 1-meter square holes carved into it. The main questions to ask are who made it, when, and why? These questions have no definitive answer, although there are some possible explanations. In the region surrounding the rock ship of Masuda, there are lots of Buddhist temples and shrines, so there are suggestions it could have been made by Buddhists for a ceremonial or religious purpose. One counter-argument to this theory is it does not remotely resemble any other Buddhist construction or monument. Another theory is that it was used as an ancient astronomical observation point. This theory has been dismissed by scholars as it is not recognized as such a structure. Another unproven theory is that it was a tomb designed for the royal family. This theory does not explain the unusual features or that there is no evidence of a burial. Others have suggested it was to be the entrance to an unfinished tomb. The stone here does have similarities to another stone in Caucasus City. That stone, the Isshu no Hoden, measures 6.45 meters by 5.7 meters by 5.45 meters. That stone is a shrine dedicated to Oshiko Jinja, a Shinto god. The mystery surrounding both of these stones, their true origin and purpose, will probably remain lost in the pages of history. Thanks for watching. Coming up next, fascinating ancient artifacts made from jade. Was found at the 85th meter of the tunnel inside a constructive wall filling. Upon finding the mass, archaeologists decided to expand the exploration site and probe further. Soon after, they found a rich deposit south of the mass locations with several levels of objects. The many different objects that used elaborate materials and techniques. Researchers